This is a tutorial. I've been wanting to recreate an old school Jaclyn Hill fall tutorial for such a long time. This is very inspired by old school Jaclyn Hill makeup tutorials like fall and stuff, and also Adele because I've been obsessed with Adele's makeup for so long and it's so iconic, it's so her. And I've never done an Adele tutorial, so it's kind of like a combo. Plus, it's all drugstore. So that's what we're doing today. All drugstore, super glam, but the old school style, you know? I kind of married some old school techniques and new school techniques, if you could call them that. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. And yeah, we're gonna do that whole thing where we're like, if you wanna see what do people say? So if you wanna see how I got this look, keep watching. Fade to black, or flip, one of those things. Or don't, just leave this all in and make it really awkward and a weird cut. So there's construction going on across the street and it's really annoying. You're gonna be hearing a table saw for a while. I can only apologize. We have to push forward. Today's my filming day. Let's just try not to have it drive us completely insane. So as far as prepping goes, I'm just wearing my moisturizer and stuff. I'm not gonna be using any primers. If I were going anywhere and if it wasn't ridiculously gloomy and I pretty much have the shades drawn because there's a bunch of construction guys outside, I'd be wearing sunscreen. So I'm gonna start off by color correcting under my eyes with my LA Girl concealer in Light Ivory. I hear mixed things about this as far as it being drugstore, that sometimes people can find it in drug stores, and sometimes they can't. The brushes aren't gonna be drugstore, just cause. I'm gonna do a brush video in a little bit, so, and I'm gonna have drugstore dupes in that probably. Ramble, nobody cares. Anyway, this is a Huda Beauty brush. I have such a hard time saying that for some reason. My dark circles have been insane because I've been eating sugar recently. Don't suggest it. I hope everybody had a good Halloween. My boyfriend and I just went out to dinner, but it was nice. Had some really good pasta. All right, so just a little bit of warmth added. And then I'm gonna go in with my Revlon Colorstay foundation. If you guys are sick of this, I apologize. I should probably pick up some more drugstore foundations. I did love the Maybelline Fit Me. I need to get that again. It's just this one is the one that fits me the best. Wow, that's so annoying. So I just popped out a full pump, which I probably don't need, but we'll see. I'm just gonna work this whole pump all into my skin. I'm pretty happy with my the way my skin looks, so I'm just gonna use this entire pump for the full face and make sure to blend around my neck and stuff. And then this is the one for normal dry skin, so it's supposed to be a little bit more hydrating. But I would say this foundation, no matter your skin type, whichever one you go for, if you go for normal dry or combination oily, the finish that they're going for is very natural, very satin, skin finish. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal concealer because it is the best one, L'Oreal Infallible, and this is in the shade Ivory. So this routine right here has pretty much been the same since I did that Danielle Marquin recreation. I basically just stole her style because I just love the way it looks. And I'm literally just rehydrating my brush. I always say that, my sponge, with my all-nighter. I need to get some MAC Fix Plus. I haven't had that in a really long time. I never know which side to start with. Super full coverage concealer, drugstore. Probably didn't need that much. It's just so far, I really didn't need this much. I think it might be more full coverage than my Tarte because I've been using that a lot. So basically just focusing at this area of the face to brighten, and then up here just lifting, and then whatever is left over I'm gonna take just down here because I've had some redness around my mouth. So just there are my smile lines. People have been asking me where I'm looking or who I'm looking at. That's my monitor right there. It's above the camera. So I'm looking at my monitor. I'm not looking at anybody except myself. Self-absorbed. All right, now you guys have to hold on because I had some groceries delivered and I need to go get them. I decided that I'm gonna do my eyes before I completely move on because I'm gonna be doing a winged liner with a matte gel. And I haven't done that in such a long time. So I wanted to just like give myself some wiggle room in case I like totally mess stuff up. So I'm going to prime my lids with my e.l.f. Sheer Eye Primer, which I'm getting really, really dangerously low on. I really need to re-up. Okay, so to start off the eyes, I'm actually gonna be using the NYX Ultimate Cool Tone, what is this called? Shadow Palette in Cool Neutrals because I had some critical things to say about it, but I actually think it's gonna be really good for this look. Just keep in mind, it's a little like dusty, you know? It's not super duper pigmented, but that can be kind of helpful if you have a hard time blending. So I'm gonna start off with my Morphe M521 brush, and I'm gonna go into this one right here to start off. And I'm gonna place this just above my crease. This is a big fluffy brush. Blend this here, and it'll kind of become like a part of my nose contour, and then just kind of like push it up to the front of my brow. It's a little more like avant-garde, a little more like dramatic. Kind of like slowly blend this out a little bit. Since I have foundation on, I can like pretty much blend this. I'm just gonna be following that shape. This is like such a nice contour color. Okay, I'm gonna go, I'm stuck on the carpet. So I'm gonna go in with my Refer number 13 brush, and I'm gonna dip into the like one warm brown in this palette right here. Place this right above my crease, concentrating it like right there. I'm gonna slowly bring it to that inner part of my brow. You know what's interesting? These shadows are actually blending better with that e.l.f. primer. What did I use? What did I use? Did I not use that e.l.f. primer the first time I used this? That wouldn't make any sense if I didn't. And then as I blend it out here, I'm gonna slowly just kind of like drag it down. So we're creating like a little bit of a triangular cat eye shape. It's patchy over here, never mind, I fucked up. So on the inner part, just like blending it into that nook of my nose. But we're gonna keep it like up high like that. So like literally as I get out here, rather than just like swooping it up, I'm kind of like bringing it down with no additional product, just like whatever is left over on the brush. Some haphazard blending right here, bro. Alrighty. She has what I believe is a matte white all over her lid. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab my Sigma E54 brush, and I'm going to pick up this like matte cream color because it's so pretty. I'm gonna pack that all over the lid from the outer corner just to like there, because I think I'm gonna go in with a white shimmer in my very inner corner. Or should I just do all matte? It'll look so much cuter, I swear, once the rest of my makeup is done. If you ever feel like you have too much on your brush, just wipe it off on a paper towel and then just go in and do some patting. All right, now we're gonna go in with, I'm really excited about this. I haven't used this in, Jesus, 4 years or something. It's the Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Liner in Blackest Black. I'm like, I hope it's not dried out. I mean, this is a slightly newer, I haven't had this one for 4 years, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be using this little Dream Eyeliner brush from Sigma, this guy. So I'm gonna dip into the liner pot, just kind of like spin it on the cap so that I'm not picking up way too much product. Yeah, we're doing a wing. I haven't done a wing in a really long time. Like a legit one. So when you're doing wings, you want confident swoops. But I have to say, because these aren't liquid, gel is actually a lot more forgiving. Might seem a little bit more intimidating for some reason. I don't know why, for some reason I was thinking about it that way. But it's because it's not wet, because it's like matte and it's thicker, it kind of like pulls slowly. So there's just like less opportunity to really mess up. This one's always too round. Ugh, whatever. So to try and fix this one a little bit, I'm taking a little bit of that L'Oreal concealer and putting it on a paper towel. I'm gonna grab the e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo brush. I'm going to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Use that and then wipe off, get the black off. To just kind of like tone it down because it's just like very round compared to the other one. And then I can go fill in gaps if I need to, which I will need to. Before I do any more, I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face now. I'm gonna do some contouring with my NYX Wonder Stick. This is in the shade Universal, which, like, in all honesty, the Universal color, contour color, is definitely more of a bronzer for me. So if you're like me, I would go more for the shade Light, or the stick in Light. Universal is just like not it. That's just like bronze, you know what I mean? But we're gonna do it. Don't hate me, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna use my Fenty Amber for like this contour, because like this is just, it's not it. Pretend this is NYX Contour Stick in Light. So this NYX Contour Stick is pretty much acting as my bronzer. So I just want to keep everything like very high and lifted. So blending up into my hairline, keeping it up high on my cheeks, and just using circular motions to kind of like hug my cheekbone. Doing the same thing around my temples. I'm just gonna like kind of pat into that eyeshadow, the tail end of my brow, and then blend into my temple. Since I'm using that as my bronzer, I'm just gonna pop a little bit right there, warm up that forehead a little. And if you have breakouts and you don't want to be like moving your foundation around, use patting motions. You're gonna wanna use like a slightly larger brush probably, and use patting motions. So now I'm just blending that nose contour into that eyeshadow up at the front of my brow. All right, I'm just picking up a little bit of that cream eyeshadow, or sorry, the cream colored eyeshadow, and packing it in that area where I was like trying to fix the liner. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more concealer under my eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with, I've really been loving this MILANI palette that I used like a little while ago, the Cheek Kiss Sun Kiss Glow 110. I've really been loving this color, just like for fall. I think it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna go in with that. I'm gonna use my Refer number 4 brush. So I'm placing the product down. I know it looks like a lot. I'm wiping off my brush, and then I'm going to go in and blend up to my temple. Basically just like wherever I put the color, I'm just gonna be diffusing around it. You know, so we have the nice glow here. I'm gonna set underneath my eyes with my Revlon Photo Ready powder. Candid Photo Ready powder? What the fuck is going on? Why do I have this weird shadow happening right here? Hi, Ziva. It's like not happening over here. Where is that coming from? Am I like so uneven right now? Whatever. Everything's been weird since I moved. All right, let's finish off the eyes. So I'm gonna grab my favorite drugstore liner, the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Pencil in black, and I'm gonna line my inner and outer waterline there, and then kind of like connecting to that wing on the outer corner. I'm gonna bring it like just there, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the inner corner, just there. So we're leaving like a big empty gap, which is gonna look weird for a second, but it's gonna be great, I promise. I'm gonna go in with, don't get sick of these brushes, my Refer number 3 brush, this little guy right here. And I'm gonna go in with that medium brown, and I'm gonna blend the blacks. So just kind of like setting that black and then just buffing it down a little bit. And then using that to blend up to our winged liner. And then same thing on the inner corner. Kind of like tapping into that black to set it, and then just buffing a little bit. And then I'm gonna grab my Revlon 28 brush. It looks like this. And I'm gonna grab that first like transition shade that we used, just like blending along those. So pretty much like all along the lower lash line. Kind of just covered that all up. That was a mistake. I gotta fix it now. Okay, I just lost all that definition. Hold on, let me just buff this. And I'm gonna go in and fix that. I'm going back in with the other little rougher brush. Bring that definition back. Because I liked that. And then I'm gonna grab that first blending brush that we went in with and go back in with the first blending color and just kind of like buff around this stuff and swoop it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna go back into the Maybelline gel liner. I'm gonna extend my inner corner a little bit. I kind of want to make the wing thicker. Is that crazy? No, it looks cool the way it is. Leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone, walk away, leave it alone. All right, I want like bright on the inner corner. So I'm gonna go in with this like shimmery white shade from the palette, and I'm using my Revlon 26 brush. So I'm gonna place this just above that extended inner corner that we, ooh, that's crazy. So like literally like in here, and then I'm gonna slowly just kind of like tap that, just like in the very inner part, into that matte white, just to like really get that reflect. All right, and since that eye is just like so cool toned and icy, I just want to warm things up a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with my Revlon Skin Lights highlight. This is in the shade Daybreak Glimmer 201. Like, I don't care how matte an eye look is, I want dewy skin. So, all right, I'm placing a little bit of that on my brow bone. Okay, I did brows and mascara off camera just cause in truth, I didn't have any drugstore mascaras that weren't waterproof. And I wanted to use lashes today. But I did use my MILANI weekend brow pen. In, color is that? I always forget the name. This is soft brown. So I've been wanting to use these for a really long time. Super fine band, blah, blah, blah. Kiss were my like favorite, like first drugstore lashes. These are actually probably a little too natural for the look I'm going for. I'm kind of going for like fluff, you know? Fuck, maybe I'll save those. I kind of feel like the Ardell Demi Wispies, even though I know I use them so much, I feel like they're a little more like full and they might actually flatter this look a little better. Damn it. I was really trying not to use the same thing over and over again. The best thing about winged liner like this, your lash application, it's like so much easier. You know, you don't have to worry about it getting like all messed up. I totally forgot that I have the e.l.f. Big Mood mascara to try. Damn it. But I am gonna use it just to kind of like marry my lashes to my falsies. But I've been meaning to try this mascara and I messed up. So I'm not really coating the falsies, I'm just coating like the bottom of my lashes, kind of like pushing them into the falsies. And then, because I remember when I used to watch Jaclyn Hill videos back in the day, she would always go over her lash application with another, is this coming off? You stay, please. With another layer of the winged liner, like of the gel liner, I mean. Yeah, dude, this is like old school. This is so old school. I love it. Oh my God. Like, do you see, I mean, I guess people still do makeup tutorials like this, but like I don't, you know? Oh, it's so crazy. I need to put a lip on or I'm gonna freak out. So for my lip, I have a bunch of, I think it's MILANI. Ooh, I like that. Oh, why? How did that happen? I really like that. Oh. How and why? I think I'm gonna combine Passion, 440 Passion and 420 Tease. So the darker and then the like lighter warm color. But I'm gonna start off by lining my lips with, I'm gonna start off with NYX Nude Truffle. This is nude beige. I don't want nude beige. I want nude truffle. Didn't I just use it recently? Where would it be? In a purse? Huh. It was in my zebra print bag. Found it. Dude, I was about to be really upset because I really like this lip liner. All right, I'm just filling the outer part of my lips with that. All right, and then I'm gonna use my Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in Gone Greige to do a little bit of an outline-y contour. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab 440 Passion, this color. I think I'm gonna use a brush though. I've been using this as a lip brush. This is the, I don't know what this is actually. It's a Morphe brush. So I'm gonna pick that up with this brush. I'm gonna start that on the outer corners. And then just kind of fade inward. And then I'm gonna go in with 420 TEASE, the one that I totally jacked up. And I'm gonna place that right in the center. All right guys, so here's the finished look up close. How do we feel about this? All right guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I really just like, I don't even know, this was so impulsive. I just like really wanted to, honestly, I've been wanting to recreate one of these kinds of tutorials or looks, I guess, for such a long time. And I really enjoy it. It's like incredibly glam. But we did do it all drugstore. So if you want to recreate, should be easy. I hope you enjoyed and let me know what you want to see next. Great, hanging? Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.